Alright guys, Ben here. I just wanted to real quick do a video about the changes that Adobe's making to the photography bundle. A lot of people on the internet are freaking out about this, saying that Adobe's doubling their prices and what are photographers going to do. So I want to talk about the alternative apps that are out there that you can use to kind of replace the photography bundle if you want to, and what the advantages and disadvantages to that might be. But first, let's talk about what's happened. So a couple days ago, some people found that on the Adobe Creative Cloud site, it was showing double the price for the photography bundle. Instead of $9.99, it was showing $19.99. So from $10 to $20 essentially. So different people are seeing different things because it seems like Adobe's just testing this out. But here's what I'm seeing. And this is on the photography page. So most people are looking at the Creative Cloud page where it's listing this $19.99 number here. But if you go to the photography page, I'm still seeing the $9.99 plan here with the 20 gigabytes. So this is the old plan that people used to be able to get for $9.99 a month, 20 gigabytes of cloud storage, which of course, if you're storing raw files, 20 gigabytes is not a lot of storage at all. But this updated plan is the 1 terabyte plan, and you can see it's all the same things except for the cloud storage. So it comes with Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. That's kind of the stripped down mobile-like version of the app. You can also use it on mobile. And then there's Lightroom Classic, which is the really full editor that we're all used to on desktop. And then there's Adobe Photoshop, and they both have that. And Spark is free anyways, so you don't really need to worry about that. And then the difference is the storage space. But a lot of people are reporting seeing only this new plan and not seeing the old 20 gigabyte plan. And that's kind of what's scaring people, that the entry price has gone up to twice as much. And then there's this new plan, which is just the Lightroom plan, and it's just that basic Lightroom package, not the Lightroom Classic, but just that kind of mobile application. It's now $9.99 a month. And so people are wondering what's happening here. This is what I'm seeing, but this can change. Adobe's testing out different things as they go along. So let's talk about if you do think that you need to leave Adobe because it's getting too expensive for you, and it does seem like Adobe is continually pushing the price forward, which is not great for photographers or designers. So let's talk about where you could go from here. On desktop, you can replace Photoshop with Affinity Photo, which is this purple icon here in the middle. And Affinity Photo is only $50. And can basically do everything that Photoshop can do. It's a very, very full-featured raster editor. And it's just $50 single purchase license, and you are done paying for it, as opposed to paying $20 to get Photoshop from month to month. And then Lightroom, this other application is called Luminar 3, and it is single purchase $70, although they often have deals that brings it down to more like $60. Then that can do all of that batch raw processing that you might be using Lightroom for. And so it's a great alternative. In Luminar 3, they actually added in a lot of the library features that Lightroom has, and so it's now very comparable to Lightroom in what it can do. Of course, neither of these come with cloud storage options, so you are giving that up, but you're also not paying a monthly subscription. So that's kind of where you can go on desktop. Now, if we want to go onto the iPad, which is where I think a lot of creatives would like to be able to have more of a mobile workflow. On the iPad, Photoshop has not yet come, although we've been told by Adobe that it will come in 2019. We still haven't seen it yet. And Affinity has had their version of Affinity Photo on the iPad for I think almost 2 years now. So it's very robust, can do almost everything the desktop version can do. And it only costs $20. So it's a great way to get into photo editing on the iPad. Super full-featured, very professional program. Then if you want to do more of the artistic stuff with Photoshop, this application here is called Procreate. You've probably heard about it online, and it's only $10, and it can do all of the Photoshop artistic stuff, all of the brushes. They recently even added text tools into it. So for $10, you basically have all of the artistic ability of Photoshop on your iPad, which is really awesome. And then to replace Lightroom Mobile, there's actually an app called Darkroom, so it's just the opposite, and it's these two triangle mountain things, and it's free to download, but $10 to unlock all the features, and you really have to unlock all the features for it to be comparable to Lightroom. But it's a raw batch editor, very easy to use, and very cheap. So for the price of 1 month of the Lightroom package, you can basically get the app and have it forever. Of course, you're giving up all of that storage space when you do that, but you can then figure out your own storage solution with all of the money that you're saving. So that's it. If you want to get over to iPad, which Adobe's been really bad at getting at, then you can use Affinity Photo, Procreate, and Darkroom. You could be all in on that for $40, and at the end of the 4th month, even from the old photography plan, you'd be saving money. At the end of the 2nd month on the new photography plan, you'd be saving money. So those are some options for you to go with. Again, there are drawbacks to not being in the Creative Cloud, but you also save a lot of money, so there's definitely benefits to that as well. So I hope that you found this video helpful. I will try to do videos talking more about these apps in the future as I have time. So please like and subscribe so that you can see those as we go along. And in the comments, let me know what you think about Adobe changing the pricing model and what you think this means for the future of the creative apps industry.